Welcome to the channel and the first episode of discussing tattoo health and safety. So you've come across this channel because you want to start working in the industry. As we progress, I will impart my knowledge upon you so we may begin your journey. Well then, get something to draw with, put this on in the background, and allow me to subliminally get you started.
I'm outstanding, but not outstanding for the bus like you fucks. Picture me broke, what is you nuts? It's the maestro conducting crime orchestras. Couldn't afford the crust, now we got enough bread to make your organs bust. Complexion of a lush, your first perception's plush. The man's scarred for life, infections wanna pus. Yucky.
So, before I start, I want to state that the objective of this content is to get across various standards and etiquette in the tattoo industry to uphold the integrity of safe and professional practices, either before, during, or even after your apprenticeship. I've been looking through various content and it's very lacking in the health standards department. I feel a responsibility as of now to help point you in the right direction, as I'm not only passionate about tattooing and art, but I'm very serious about sanitation and health and safety. So follow along. And if you find this content helpful in any way, please like and subscribe. Before you even embark on this journey, it is highly recommended that you have either acquired these skills or already possess these traits. Drawing and painting. So you drew a little bit in high school and everyone and your neighbor's dog think you have quite a talent, a real diamond in the rough. Or perhaps you know nothing about drawing but think, hey, how hard could it be? If either of these apply to you, you'll soon discover why they say art is a labor of love. Depending on the style you are trying to achieve, it is essential that you produce consistent and clean work on paper. Anything you produce on paper will then be about twice as hard to produce in skin. To start, you should learn to produce physical artwork on paper and learn how to paint. One of the best translations to tattoo is a technique called spit washing used with acrylic ink generally. It is very close to watercolor painting. Lining with a fine paintbrush is very useful for gaining the muscle memory quickly, as it is very similar to lining with a needle, although not absolutely necessary. It will help create an impactful foundation, whatever style you choose to achieve. With that said, I don't condone using iPads during the learning process. However, using it as a tool to create images to then paint is useful. Passion for art is the #1 skill required. If you're in it for the money, you won't make it very far, unless you are already particularly hardworking. Organization. This will fall under a few factors during your career, but it's important to maintain a well-organized mindset. Whether it be keeping your work organized, your workstation clean, scheduling and client orientation, or accounting and taxes. This will, in itself, become another workload. As an independent contractor or subcontractor, if you work at a street shop, you and your work are the product. So keeping well-organized will make up a good part of your reputation and client experience. Which brings us to the next point. Social skills and client experience. You don't have to have the best interpersonal social skills. However, it really helps when you can be open and truthful with your clients. Providing a relatable and enjoyable experience for clients will psychologically improve their perception of your work, actually. And as they build a relationship with you, they return more often, thus giving you more work experience, improving your work and boosting your confidence, which will also help you perform better. It is important as well to learn how to have boundaries and know the limits of your skill set. Letting your clients know what you think will open a respectful dialogue. So, learn when to say yes and no and why. Honesty goes a long way. As I post more content, I will break down certain traditions and very important sanitation practices in the industry, hopefully helping you along the way. Until then, keep on drawing. Bonus. Thanks for making it to the end. For that, here's an extra little sweet morsel of information. Don't waste your time. Yes, proverbial, but if you can obtain a job where you use hands passively, like in a call center, this will likely increase your skill set tenfold. I personally made good relationships with a lot of people as a lead generator in a pretty good industry, which still helps me today. I learned the ins and outs of that particular industry. Learned to speak, tone, and articulate my words and voice properly for potential clients because my actual voice is pretty shit, even after all of that experience. And all while I was doing that, I was filling sketchbook after sketchbook with potential tattoos and completing drawings for clients that I was tattooing on the weekend. While I won't go into my experience and hardships as a tattooer yet, I can one day provide you with a video if you're ever interested. Thanks again for joining me, and as always, make sure you seek out an apprenticeship and advice from professionals. Stay sanitary, planet Earth.